This chapter begins with the dramatic appearance of Ralph Peyton. The secrets surrounding his disappearance are revealed, leading to his own account of that fateful night. But the biggest shock comes at the end, as Poirot sets the stage for the final act and delivers a chilling ultimatum. It was a very uncomfortable minute for me. I hardly took in what happened next.
A collective gasp from the room, followed by murmurs and cries of surprise.
When I was sufficiently master of myself, Ralph Patten was standing by his wife, her hand in his, and he was smiling across the room at me. Poirot, too, was smiling and shaking an eloquent finger in my direction.
Have I not told you at least 36 times that it is useless to conceal things from Hercule Poirot? That in such a case he finds out? One day, you remember, I accused the other 5 persons present of concealing something from me. 4 of them gave up their secret. Dr. Shepherd did not give up his, but all along I have had my suspicions. Supposing, I said to myself, that he met him in the street on his way home?
I might as well make a clean breast of things now. I went to see Ralph that afternoon. He told me about his marriage and the hole he was in. As soon as the murder was discovered, I realized that suspicion could not fail to attach to Ralph, or, if not to him, to the girl he loved. I put the facts plainly before him. The thought of having to give evidence which might incriminate his wife made him resolve to
do a bunk. You see, Ursula left me to go back to the house. I thought it possible she might have had another interview with my stepfather. He had already been very rude to her. It occurred to me that he might have so insulted her in such an unforgivable manner that without knowing what she was doing.
You thought that, Ralph? You actually thought that I might have done it?
Let us get back to the culpable conduct of Dr. Shepherd. Dr. Shepherd consented to help him. He was successful in hiding Captain from the police. And where would he choose? Not a hotel, not lodgings. Ah, I have it. A nursing home. A home for the mentally unfit. I invent a nephew with mental trouble. I consult Mademoiselle Shepherd. She gives me the names of 2 near Cranchester. At one of them, a patient was brought there by the doctor himself early on Saturday morning. That patient I had no difficulty in identifying as Captain Paton. Done you D. He arrived at my house in the early hours of yesterday morning.
Caroline's home office expert. And to think, I never guessed.
You see now why I drew attention to the reticence of your manuscript. It was strictly truthful as far as it went, but it did not go very far, eh, my friend?
I was too abashed to argue.
Dr. Shepherd has been very loyal. He has stood by me through thick and thin. I see now that it was not really the best. I should have come forward and faced the music. You see, in the home, we never saw a newspaper. I knew nothing of what was going on.
Now we can have your story of what happened that night.
You know it already? There's very little for me to add. I left the summer house about 9:45 and tramped about the lanes, trying to make up my mind what to do. I'm bound to admit that I've not the shadow of an alibi, but I give you my solemn word that I never went to the study, that I never saw my stepfather alive or dead. Whatever the world thinks, I'd like all of you to believe me.
No alibi. That's bad. I believe you, of course, but it's a bad business.
It makes things very simple, though. Very simple indeed. You see what I mean? No, just this. To save Captain Patten, the real criminal must confess.
We all stared at him.
But yes, I mean what I say. See now, I did not invite Inspector Raglan to be present. That was for a reason. I did not want to tell him all that I knew, at least not tonight.
He leaned forward, and suddenly his voice and his whole personality changed. He suddenly became dangerous. There was a tense silence.
A door opens quietly. Soft footsteps.
Into the midst of it came the old Breton woman with a telegram on a salver. Poirot tore it open.
The murderer is amongst us, you say. You know which?
Poirot had read the message. He crumpled it up in his hand.
Sarno! Now!
What is that?
A wireless message from a steamer now on her way to the United States.
There was a dead silence. Poirot rose to his feet, bowing.
Messieurs et mesdames, this reunion of mine is at an end. Remember, the truth goes to Inspector Raglan in the morning.